know, when I first started this anime, I didn't think I'd be watching one of the funniest, most relatable anime I've ever seen in my life. Like, there truly is no other character I can think of that I relate to more than Kazuma from Konosuba. I mean, this is literally how they started the anime.
I never go out if I don't have to, but today's one of those days when I have to.
You didn't peep all that, did you? Let's recap. A, anime merch and manga. B, he's a streamer. 3, wait, what the fuck? He wears a tracksuit. And that's basically the Irish equivalent of my Nike Tech. And 4, he doesn't like going out unless he has to. And me, I don't really be wanting to go out either, because I don't really be fucking with people like that. Aside from getting his booty tickled by hermaphrodite and getting caught doing this shit, the guy's pretty relatable. Can't cap. But once I introduce the characters, you'll see what I mean. Usually, the isekai main characters fall under heroic and overpowered plot armor of anime, but Kazuma, on the other hand, he's the exact opposite. He's selfish, relatively weaker compared to most main characters, and he's horrible with women despite having a full party of them, which makes him a lot more relatable. Not because I don't get bitches.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
But compared to unrealistic expectations given to characters like Rimuru from Reincarnated as a Slime or Sid from Eminence in the Shadow, he's not a character you're supposed to learn a lesson from or idolize based on his worldview like Himmel from Frieren Beyond Journey's End. You're just supposed to relate as he makes decisions that you genuinely would make yourself if you were placed in the same situation. Or at least I would, I ain't gonna lie.
Bomber class.
At the end of the day, he's just a guy trying to survive in a world where essentially he's just as powerful as he was back on Earth, which is kind of why I like him so much. His isekai journey begins when he sees a girl about to get hit by a speeding truck and pushes her out the way, getting hit by the truck himself. However, the truck wasn't actually a truck. It was a tractor. It also wasn't speeding. She literally could have walked away, but when Kazuma believed he saved the girl, he basically passed out. And once he got to the hospital, he had his parents and the doctors laughing at the story, and he died of shock. Cardiac arrest. Fucked up. But aside from all that, he's a fucking pervert. He gets punished for it daily, but as a teenager who got no hoes in his previous life, you can't expect him to have him like Chris Brown at his meet and greets. Like, we all ain't built like that. And he doesn't mind insulting people, which I feel like adds another layer of humor to the series. Like here.
She smells like
or
ass!
here.
It must suck to be you right now, getting dragged away by the guy you were making fun of. You're coming with me and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll tap your power to live the good life, and I'll tap it all day, every day!
Please don't make me go with a creep like him!
Or even
I
here.
believe everyone's equal, ladies and dudes. So I don't have a problem throwing down on a couple of girls if they're asking for it. Right now, you're asking for
Chris,
it.
is that you?
Here we go, ladies. Yeah, I can feel the steam going on. I feel dirty.
You should, but honestly, the list could go on and on. Next up, we got
Goddess Aqua.
She's introduced as a good-looking character who speaks in a very holier-than-thou type fashion, but as we progress through the story, we realize she's a very self-centered, entitled,
Greedy bitch!
and due to Aqua's goddess background, she has a strong affinity for healing and spirit magic, making her an ideal archpriest. But aside from her magical power, her intellect is lower than that of a normal human. So she's literally a dumb bitch. Like, she's actually dumb as fuck. And although her power puts her on the level of an archpriest, she typically uses her power for party tricks like this.
Nature's beauty! Nature's beauty!
Very rarely do we see Aqua actually using her power in a useful fashion, but when she is needed, her power can come in clutch. Next, we got
Megumin! I am am an arch-wizard who wields explosion, the most powerful, most feared, most deadly spell in all the land.
Initially, she's introduced as a cringy little sister type Chunibyo, but she's soon revealed as an archmage who seemingly has powerful offensive type magic. There's just one catch. She can only use one spell, explosion magic. And although the destructive nature of explosion magic is insanely powerful, she can only use the spell once a day, as she passes out immediately after using the spell since it consumes all of her mana. Lastly, we got Jug Supreme.
Darkness.
She's always the first to run in the line of fire, so her actions might look really heroic, but
Now that we are allies, do not hesitate to use me as your shield.
She's kinky, a real-life masochist.
she's emphasized throughout the story as being fine as hell with a crazy body, who's also into whips, chains, explosions, bodily harm, the whole nine. She's a really freaky shorty. I just playing. Wait, am I?
Freaky ass nigga, he not 69 God. Hey, run for your life. Hey, run for your life.
All jokes aside, she's sexually aroused by pain and being publicly humiliated / degraded by others, and nobody does it better than Kazuma, since he's always fighting monsters and has no issue humiliating anyone. Once again, I'm not judging the girl's kinks, but this girl's life goal is to be captured and tortured by the Demon King, while her ideal husband is an alcoholic who disrespects her and forces her into prostitution.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
But on another note, she's actually a Crusader class, which is another rare class given to those with the utmost defense, durability, and stamina. So she's well suited for the role of tank at least.
You wish to defile me, don't you?
What?
On to the ratings. Honestly, the fact that Kazuma is by far the smartest character yet the most flawed is what brings this anime full circle for me. I think it's fairly obvious that I love this anime, but it's for reasons like Kazuma being weak as hell, realistic in his responses to people despite it being an isekai world, and his gradual acceptance and understanding of his party members' flaws as he uses them to his advantage, that make Konosuba fairly unique amongst the anime I've seen anyway. And it's very rare that you like every single character in a show. There's not a single character that I feel like is annoying or shouldn't be here. Everyone belongs, which is very nice. So for the character rating, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. It's gas, I fuck with it. Animation, I'm gonna give it an 8. Honestly, the memeable faces and the random points where they change the animation for the characters or they dumb it down just to show how pissed off or blown they are is just perfect in my opinion. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is because it's not meant to be beautiful, perfect animation like season 1 of JJK or Demon Slayer, but it's just supposed to be a funny anime, and I think it served its purpose. But I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna chill. Humor though, it's getting a 10. I would give it 11 if I could, but we're doing a 10 scale. I'm not gonna break the system. So 10 with a fantastic dub, which makes it even funnier because, well,
Kazuma?
Yeah?
I have a request.
Sure. What is it?
Would you please let me suck it out?
Huh?
Absolutely. I won't be crude and ask suck what or suck how, because this ain't the time for jokes. I trust you, so suck away.
Thank you so much for letting me.
No, thank you.
Now then.
Bring it.
that wasn't even an edited clip. That was directly from the dub itself. He said all of that just to end up like this.
Mom, Dad, I lost my virginity in this parallel.
Rain touch. I'm so sorry. Hey, stop it. That's enough. He's getting all shriveled up.
Yep, that sucked.
And that's just one of many. Like, the whole series is funny as hell, but this one clip shows you just how far they go into their humor bag. Like, I don't know about you, but like seeing this in real time and not even expecting what the hell she's about to say, and then his lack of hesitation to say suck away is just crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I loved it, but hey, to each their own, I guess. It might not make you laugh, but it makes me chuckle. Not gonna lie, 10 out of 10, hands down. As for the story, it's more of an adventure than a clear-cut story with a climax, rising and falling action, and conclusion. There is no clear goal besides the need to defeat the Demon King, but as we said before, this party's comprised of idiots, so the Demon King won't be challenged for a long ass time. They also make sure to fill in all plot holes, such as the language being implanted into their brains upon entering the new world, and not forgetting the fact that although Aqua's dumb, she's still a god, so she still has godly divinity, and her blessings should literally cancel everything out. However, in the meantime, we get to see the crazy adventures and side quests the gang gets into, inevitably creating more problems for themselves as they progress through the world. They get challenged by generals and side bosses here and there, but I promise you, there are no slow points in this anime. Overall rating for the story, I give it a 7.5. It's still a really good story, but for the people looking for an anime that you start and it follows a consistent story plot where they have their progression from A to B and B to C, this isn't the thing for you. It's also something I recommend watching dub since it's actually good. So unless you want to be stuck to your computer screen the whole time like some iPad kid, by all means, watch this up. But I know I don't speak no damn Japanese, so if it's a good dub, I'm gonna watch it. Lastly, on to my favorite opinionated Gampe factor, I'm gonna give it a 10. I really love this anime, and the fact that I can watch any episode from any season or movie and have enough context to follow along with the story and be engaged and interested throughout the entirety of the Konosuba series is amazing to me. I've literally watched this anime more than 6 times, and I'm interested and laugh every single time I watch it. Like, it's truly that good. They've also just recently come out with a season 3, and it held my attention the entire way through, just further developing the bonds they have with each other and growing as a party. They're still nowhere near getting to the Demon King, so if you're actually trying to watch this to see them defeat the Demon King, give up now. Just don't watch it. And for the final total rating of this anime, I give it a 9.2. I definitely watched this anime when it first dropped back in 2016, but I often find myself rewatching random episodes if I just want a quick laugh at an anime. I definitely understand why the rating increases on my anime list after every drop. By far one of my favorite isekais, up there with Tower of God and Mushoku Tensei, but more so for its humor and relatability than anything. Definitely worth a watch in my opinion, and if you want to laugh and don't feel like watching Kai Cenat with Drewski and Kevin Hart, this is the perfect anime for you. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can get alerted about when my next journal entry is, and comment below what you think I should review next.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 god.
Not